I sat down with interior designer Anna Correa to get her take on a modern farmhouse design scheme. Anna, if a client had to approach you with a request for a farmhouse interior aesthetic, what comes to mind?
Immediately calm, relaxing space, like a holiday, just something very like chilled, open, airy spaces.
And would it be characterized by certain colors, textures, certain elements?
So for me, I think just as like a guideline with any home, I always look at the surrounding environment. Also the architecture of the space I think is very important, and it's always client specific on what the client likes. So different types of textures, design elements and colors would also play a major factor in the design scheme.
So let's start off with this visual representation that you created for us. What exactly do you have?
So I've got a selection of interior finishes for the home as well as soft furnishings. So starting from the bottom up, I would look at, first thing would be the flooring. I think engineered wood for a farmhouse home is absolutely beautiful, and if you want to do something a little bit more softer but still staying something which is more natural, then I would definitely go with a natural fiber grass weave rug. And then for the wall finishes, again, I love working with the neutral colors. So it's also like very light, it's very fresh. If you want to add a nice modern element to your wall space, I think it's awesome to use a bronze antique mirror. And I think the grass cloth wallpaper weaves are just magnificent. You know, I mean, even if you had to do an entire bedroom in this, I think it would really cocoon the space. So I love working with these type of wallpapers. And then window treatments, again, keeping it light and fresh and airy. I love just going with like unlined sheer curtains. And then on your soft furnishings, main rule for me is I work with basic neutrals. So I think for a farmhouse, it's great to stay with the creams and the soft taupes, play with different textures. Working with leathers is fantastic. You know, I think it's perfect for a farmhouse. And then layering with soft furnishings, this is where you start having fun with your color. So I think if you have to go with contemporary cut velvets for, let's say, your cushions to accessorize, I think that's great. And then you can just have a few of these slubby linens with pops of color as well. That is just, it will add like a beautiful, fresh feel to the space as well. In terms of furniture, for farmhouse, I've done a mood board here, and you see it's got a beautiful collation of antique pieces. You can also mix antique with contemporary, which I absolutely love. And then you fill and layer the space with beautiful antique pieces. Maybe add in some elements of gold into your mirrors as well for a bedroom. And then just in terms of certain materials for furniture, it's great to work with the different tones of wood. So you can mix it with your dark and your natural oak. Then you can mix it with your marbles, your emperador. The green, I think, it's stunning for like a farmhouse because you're working with the environment. And then just adding a bit of sophistication with the brass metal element.
So what is that one tip that you have to bring the look together, and also for what to avoid?
Well, I think for me personally, everything less is always more. It's more effective. I'm not really one for clutter, so I would definitely stay away from too much overlayering, maybe going a little bit too twee, and just relax, keep it fresh, keep it clean, and throw in a bit of contemporary.
That's it for this.